Welcome to the Relative Dimension, a Shadowrun actual play podcast. In case you haven't heard, our current campaign is being put on hold, and we are going to be starting a new campaign. We had a poll running and the votes are in. Of the selections, the Vatican-sponsored Artifact Hunters won, so that will be the campaign that we are going to start next. We will be sitting down for a character creation session in the next month or so, which will be streamed live on Twitch and released soon after. And this campaign will be released on the podcast feed soon after we play. The current campaign episodes will still be released as soon as I have time to edit them and get them out. But we wanted to have a campaign that was put out sooner between play and release so that the audience could participate more if they wanted to, instead of having a few years between any new ideas and updates happen. With that, there are new Patreon pledge level rewards where you can submit an idea for an NPC that could be a major recurring NPC of sorts or something minor if you want. There are also reward levels where you can submit ideas for artifacts or locations that will go on a job board that the group can peruse and take jobs from between high priority targets. You can check that out at patreon.com/relative dimension. And now onto the episode. This is episode 52, Dreamchipper Part 10, The Hired Help. Alright, Queen Anne Hill is downtown.
Okay, so lightning and a shotgun, not necessarily the best plan.
Lightning doesn't go over well with a shotgun.
Just being downtown doesn't change that.
Oh, no, it's Lone Star's response time will be shorter.
This is true.
And Knight Errant will be right there, so there's that too.
Oh my god, the kitten outside will not shut up.
That's assuming, a gunfight breaks out or something.
This thing has been meowing for like 3 days straight.
It's probably in heat.
What, a
Or
kitten?
hungry.
No, a kitten wouldn't be. A kitten's probably just finding its voice.
It has a lot of voice to find, apparently.
It's got a lot to say, dang it. I've been here for 3 weeks. I got something to say.
Pretty much.
Alright, so any other preparations?
Yeah, I'm gonna smack Connect.
Ow! Why?
Just for the future, because I know you'll do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna hack you.
Well then, I have paid you forward for that.
You have a cyber arm, right?
No.
Damn.
I have no visible cyberware.
The party, we'll say, starts at 7. So you're going to be picking up your uniforms around 4.
Okay.
It isn't hard to find armored vest, right? We can go to Weapons World or something like those,
It's
right?
availability too. They're not that hard, no.
So how much do we each spend on this stuff?
However, buying them off the street, you risk a sin check. Buying them from a fixer at 10%.
I'll cough up 10% for buying off a fixer.
Hey, I'll call Bob. He can get us some.
I am fully confident my sin will not be broken. I will buy them for you people.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, I give you the money.
Yeah, I give her the money.
I go buy some jackets.
I already had one. It was my old one. Remember, because I was wearing something outdated one before I got my cool armor.
I see.
Yeah. So
And how much was it for the uniforms?
50 million each.
So so it's 50 for the uniforms and 450 for the jackets, so 500 altogether per person.
The vests are 500.
Yeah, armored vest is 500, so 550.
Right. Okay. 550.
Oh, an armored vest is 4. Still not that much of a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to crash Pengrave's party, get eyes on Cleopatra, or Cleo, and do what?
And go from there, I don't know. Look, we winged it very nicely. We winged it you very nicely in Universal Brotherhood.
Thought you were also trying to see if Cooperman was there.
Yeah, and look for Cooperman as well.
Okay. Hey, I was just making sure I was walking in there knowing what the roundabout plan was.
The roundabout plan?
Yeah, because we've actually never gone into a place with a specific plan.
We're supposed to get the chips from Cooperman So if we can get him there, that's great. Otherwise, get Cooperman or find out where Cooperman is, and then Cleo's a secondary, maybe way to Griffin. So.
Well, there's also the small fact that Junior apparently has all the data for these chips on his terminal.
So?
Why should we go get individual chips with the data?
Because he wants the chips.
Well, actually, that's
He wants what's on the
not a
chips.
bad idea as a secondary run. I mean, it may come down to the wire, or you may have to do that. But
Okay.
for now, we're trying to retrieve the chips.
I was just going to point out, we don't know where that terminal is.
Everybody make me a memory check.
I thought it would be like a, headquarters. Memory check.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, wow. Teddy's on fire.
Teddy, with the mention of the chips and the terminal, you recall your Mr. Johnson, before he handed it off to Roxanne, saying that all of the data was trashed and that the chips were the only copy. So
Yeah, that's what I thought.
he might not be aware that there is backup data.
Okay.
He seemed under the impression that the chips were the only remaining source.
So, wait, we may have actually
It would be
finished
funny if
this
he had to
run.
give a phone call and he can go get it himself.
That's what I'm saying. Did we actually finish this run without having to actually do anything too terribly complicated,
Okay, damn it,
like what we're about to do?
Damn it, I'm going to the party. You spent this much time trying to get to the party, I'm going to the party.
So,
Nice.
we figured out how we're getting in at. Who are y'all with? We're coming to this party, damn it. We're going to clean the
Now-
crap out of some dishes.
now Ike is just shaking his head at us.
No.
Yes, you are.
So you guys get to the party. I believe everything else is wrapped up.
Oh, yeah. I'm making my alchemy stuff.
How long are you waiting to make it?
Okay, so it turns out to be potency times 2 times 2 per hour or something like that. Something weird, I don't remember.
Just do it after we get the uniforms.
I just want to make sure they last long enough. That's my concern.
The force you set it at, times 2, I think was my going with, is how long they last minimum.
Okay. So if I set it for force 4, then it lasts 8 hours.
Yep, before they start to drop.
And
By
they
the way-
and they slowly drop, right?
One per hour after that.
Okay.
By the way, a few months, save some karma, so you can buy one spell out of hard targets, because it'll be missions lead.
I always kind of felt
He's
that.
not a missions character.
Oh, okay then. It's
You-
a spell
so it
that
doesn't
allows
really
you to
matter.
re-up the potency of a alchemical formula. Back to 1 less than its original potency.
I always kind of felt that if you wanted to sort of go with Shadowrun tradition, just have it drop 1 potency every sunrise and sunset.
It's interesting.
All right. So if we go invisibility.
So go ahead and roll your forces and drains. Keep track of your hits on each one.
Okay. And you said, what was the cost regarding the reagents?
20 new yen is per reagent, and it takes 1 reagent per force.
Okay. I can handle
Yeah,
that.
because I saw that spell, my initial thought was, Teddy.
That's an interesting idea, being able to repotentize alchemy stuff. So who's driving what, and what are you taking as far as what are you wearing, what are you armed with, what is also in the car?
Well, since I have my assless chaps, I got the assault cannon.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I can't even afford an assault cannon, much less the rounds for it. I'm just wearing the vest, the uniform, and I have my hidden gun arm slide with my Colt special attack. That's the only weapon I'm in my deck.
Where are you leaving everything else?
Well, I was under the impression that I was home before I went to them.
No, that's fine. You can leave
Also,
it.
I'm also not driving the Bentley. I figured we'd all just crowd into one car and do this. Of course, they're being really quiet, so it's kind of hard to.
We don't like you.
So I have my comm link, my deck, and crud.
Okay.
The gun on the hidden arm slide.
Colt Agent Special is a light pistol. Okay.
Sorry.
What is lightning?
I know what I wanted to do during this day.
What's that?
Buy a holdout. Because those things are easy to hide. I mean, they're made for hiding.
They are. Their availability is not very high either.
Right. Not either the Street Line Special or the Water Pumper stores. I'm not going to buy something that fires flechette. Seems a little unnecessary.
There's also the Fischetti Tiffany Self-Defender.
What's that?
From Run and Gun. It's in Hero Lab, or it should be if you have that. It's got an accuracy of 4, damage of 6p, single shot, holds 4 rounds. It's 350 new yen. The Colt new model revolver has an accuracy of 6, damage 5, semi-automatic, holds 5 rounds in a cylinder, availability 4, and costs 180.
What page is it on? Because I've got Run and Gun open.
The Fischetti, I don't have a page, but it's a holdout, so it should be close to the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, no, not the... well, hang on. There's a Fischetti in the normal one as well, so these ones don't fire flechettes?
Right, this one fires normal bullets.
Fichetti's a company.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I suppose that Fischetti Tiffany Self-Defender sounds okay.
Alright. Roll me a charisma negotiation.
I will negotiate. 3.
Alright, you have no trouble finding it. You can get a hold of extra clips if you want.
Can I have a clip with stick and shock ammo?
You can get a hold of a clip of stick and shock ammo.
I will do that.
So when you're adding it, everything will be at normal price.
Okay. $350 for the gun, and I think it's $80 for stick and shock. For 10 rounds of that.
Yeah, or you can just buy 4 if you want. Or
No, I'll do that. I'll do that, and then I have some spares.
Okay. Remember to get extra clips, though. Otherwise, you have to stop and load each clip when it empties.
Right. So I'll have bought 1 spare clip, a little extra ammo, so that it's not just so I don't have just 4 shots and 10 stick and shocks.
I don't know if it comes with a silencer. You can get one, but it makes it just a little harder to hide.
I'm not bothered about a silencer. If I have to actually fire this thing, then I probably don't really want to. I don't really care about being silent.
All right, I need to get the baby ready for bed real quick. She's tired. She's bugging me. So give me a few minutes.
Okay.
So I'm seriously trying to figure out how it is we figured this out without ever figuring out that we figured it out.
We figured what out? So I'm kind of confused about what you guys have been talking about.
Okay, so we were given this job to go get the chips that these guys stole. And our Johnson was under the impression that all data was lost except what was on those chips. However, we have come to discover through legwork and whatnot that Junior apparently has another copy of all the data from the chips on his terminal.
Okay.
So we don't necessarily have to get the chips back
Of course we
to
do.
complete the run.
Of course we do. The run was to get the chips back. Assumedly, one of the reasons being because he wants to, well, 2 reasons being, A, he wants to have the chips on hand so that he can say, look, I have the chips, and the other reason being that he doesn't want someone else having the chips.
Well, there's that, but there's the fact that he wants the data that's on the chips, because he's paying us $125.
No, you don't know that. Yeah, I mean, yes, he wants the data, but
the
reason he's
if
paying
they're
so
used,
much
he
is
said
because
he's going to pay us less.
You're both right. Okay? We could get the chips, get full value for the run without ever telling the boss that we got it, and that would be great. Okay, we could alternatively tell him where to get the additional data. No, we could do it at the party if he's there, and possibly get at least partial credit for the run. So you're both kind of right.
If we went and told him there was a backup or gave him a backup, then we might get some of it, but we won't get the full value of the run as if we got the chips.
Just basically ask him, what if we were able to not get the original chips, but we're able to recover the data on them? We can ask him if we see him.
Yeah, absolutely, we can ask him that.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying I thought it was funny that we apparently have accomplished the parameters. We have not accomplished the exact parameters of the run, but we have accomplished it to where it would be a satisfactory.
No, we don't, unless we ask him and he says that that's satisfactory. As far as we know, he's going to say, no, I want the chips, go get the chips.
That's great and all, but let's go to the party.
He really wants to go to the party.
Party.
Have we been going too slow for you here tonight?
He just wants to go to the party.
Well, I mean, I would like to short-circuit some of the pointless conversation. I mean, that discussion was not going to get anywhere. Keep track of karma and union, that sort of thing.
Well, I just find it funny how the whole, how the rules are written for armor in this game. Because I could be wearing my armor clothing with my armor vest underneath it, and if I get shot, the bullet's automatically going to bypass my armor clothing because it goes off my highest armor rating.
So?
There's just no rules for stacking armor, really, and they just wanted to avoid it. I mean,
yeah, I don't blame them.
It's just the idea of, like, if something's going to stop it, it's going to be the jacket, or the vest, or whatever your highest armor is. So it will roll against that. It will roll against that and disregard the others.
Not a bad idea. I mean, it used.
All right. So who is the best at stealth? I'm gonna guess. I already know which one.
Am I the one that's always getting slapped?
You don't count. So Lightning's gonna get my really bad invisibility one, which only got me 2 hits. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
You can sneak out of there without anyone noticing.
I feel so special.
Who would be the next one? I don't know. Who has a good stealth? Anyone?
I'd have 9 dice on my sneak, but I have to up my agility, which
So
is a simple
sometimes you
action for
have
me.
is right what you're just saying?
Usually I'm at 7, but once I boost my agility, I'm up to 9.
Oh. What does Teddy have?
Stealth?
Yeah.
Joking, right?
Yeah, I was expecting that answer.
Okay, so
I've got a 3. 4 agility, just 1 die.
So me and Teddy will both take the 4s, and you get the 3. Okay?
Okay.
I get the.
Yes,
like,
yes, you get a 3. You get 3. It gives you it gives them a boosted threshold to try to discover you. Which if you if you use your stealth in conjunction with it, it becomes more effective. If you don't, then basically they just have to get 3 hits to detect you.
As I said, I don't think I should be stealthing because I get the feeling that Teddy's just going to walk up to like the first guy who tries to question us. And, we're going to this damn party. Get out of the way.
No. This is for us escaping in case things go bad.
Oh, this is for escape. Okay.
This is for getting out.
This is for getting out, not getting in. This is for getting out.
What, you
I
didn't
don't
bring a
know.
mattress?
Sometimes it might be better.
Yes, no, we did not bring a mattress. We're not planning on flying out of here on a mattress.
I don't know.
Well, wait. I never did see if I could find out the blueprints on this building or where it's going to be held. Is this guy's residence or is this like
Yes, it's a residence. It's a condo. It's at Queen Anne Hill.
Yeah, let's find a blueprint so we're not
You have an address.
Can't be too.
Yeah, I'm going to go hack it.
So you can do a Google Street View.
And get a better idea of what this thing looks like.
Scaly, by the way, potency isn't the threshold.
I didn't say it was the potency. Or the threat. No, that's just for improved invisibility. That's how it works.
No, when you activate an alchemy preparation, you then roll the dice. So
wait a minute. I think that's what didn't we talk about that, Ag? That was just ridiculous, or no?
No, you still roll it. The potency becomes the skill roll.
Right.
See, that's what I was confused because we were talking about that earlier. Because the way they did it here, the way it describes in the book, it's a versus roll.
Yeah, he eliminated the resistance, the alternative roll.
Yeah. So, otherwise, you would roll and I would roll, and your net hits become potency. So right. I eliminated my roll because alchemy gets screwed as it is. So you just straight roll.
So you just make force. So what am I rolling for? I guess I don't understand.
Force?
I'm not rolling anything.
Yeah, force is your limit. That is one component of the spell dice that it rolls when it activates. Your hits become potency. That is the other component of the spell dice when you roll it and activate it. So say you do invisibility at a force 5, and you roll 4 hits. When you roll it, you're rolling 9 dice to determine its effect on people.
Right.
And potency is 4, so it's going to last 4 minutes when you finally do use it.
Right.
Okay. Now I think I understand. So in this case, you guys would be getting force 4 for the invisibility, because I did it force 4, plus whatever number of hits I actually got. Is that what you're saying?
No, you roll at the time, so it's... You did force 5, you got 4 hits, that's a total of 9 dice to roll at the time it's used.
That's what I mean, that's what I was asking.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, so force 4, that's force, plus the number of hits I got.
Right.
Yes.
Gives them the number of dice that they have to roll.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So the most you're ever going to have is double the force unless you use more reagents on top of the base cost to add to it.
Okay.
He didn't get higher than the force. So me and Doc will roll 8 dice, Connect will roll 7, and Barzell, Lightning will roll 5. And then however many hits you get, that's the threshold for the improved invisibility.
Yeah, that'll be what they have to roll against.
Okay. So then that's fine. Okay. So then what I ended up doing is I also created some armor ones because I have alchemical armor. Ooh. Just in case we get into really bad situations and I can't cast armor on everybody at once. See,
If we get, I don't think that's necessary.
Probably not, but I was having fun with it and I was doing just fine on the rolls, so I was okay.
Okay.
And since we did it when we picked it up, I still had the couple hours to rest, so I'm back up to full anyways. So I'm good. So
Mag, are we back at the full edge, or did we get 1 edge back for resting?
You got 1 edge back for resting.
yeah, so I've only got 1 edge right.
Plus, everybody got 1 point of edge at the end of last week's game 2.
Oh, okay. So I get 2 points of edge. Ooh. All right. Awesome.
Teddy's full.
All right. So.
All right. So I did a matrix perception to find the house on the matrix. I was guessing that it had some sort of host.
Wait, say that again?
I did a matrix perception to find the residence on the matrix.
No, that'd be a matrix search. Same roll, though.
That was the first one, the computer one, with 4 successes.
Okay.
Always visible.
What is what are you looking to do?
Well, I was going to hack it.
Why?
But
Okay, why? What are you looking to do?
I just want to get the blueprints for the building.
Hacking the building isn't the place to go for that.
So if there are any hidden entrances, hidden schematics, or anything that's hidden in this building that's not on the schematics, I don't go to the building to find it?
No.
That's like hacking my computer to get a layout of my apartment. It's not going to help you. If you want a layout of the apartment, you have to hack, like, the place that stores blueprints, which is usually the city.
No, some sort of government
Property,
article,
yeah.
kind of.
He could make the stereo playlist all polka songs.
You could do that.
I think this is the way to go.
Well, no, I was just thinking that houses are more advanced now, where they have sensor readings tell you when your milk is.
Actually, I've got a...
You would see those devices if you're in the house, but you won't get the layout of it. You just know.
Yeah, you're not going to get the layout of the building.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably.
I was thinking I would because of the fact that it would tell me light bulb out in stairwell 2, light bulb out in
Yeah, I was
stairwell
about to
1.
say you probably could figure it out if you looked at all the security cameras and stuff and sort of got an idea.
Spend days studying all the data.
But
Okay.
it's not worth it.
I've got a question, Ag. Does the shock glove look any way noticeable? Like, can someone tell this is a shock glove if you're wearing one?
Probably.
Did he ruin all your fun?
It's got
Yes.
metallic contacts. And
I was thinking it'd have some sort of concealability modifier.
well, it's got a big battery pack.
Does it?
Yeah.
This thing needs four 4D batteries.
Assume it's like whatever Shadowrun's.
I mean, it's got a wire mesh on it that you have to touch them for that.
Yeah, because I was
for
thinking
10
I have no
charges
idea
before
what
it has
this
to
thing
be
looks
plugged
like.
in. It wouldn't look like just normal gloves.
You could put them inside normal gloves and just carry the normal glove. So unless
Put it
somebody
in- Put it in a pocket until you need to put it on, and then just
Yeah,
slip it on.
would it be easy to hide in a pocket?
Yeah.
Okay. And like if the situation called for it, I could just slip it on and start using it.
I mean, think like a rubber glove with fine chainmail along the palm.
Okay.
You could take it off and fold it up, and actually it wouldn't be
Okay.
just on the palm, it'd be around the whole thing, because you can still punch with it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was a nice little mesh
I always sort of
metallic
figured
layout.
a bulge on the back of the hand where there's the battery.
Well, actually, based on this, it says that it can recharge just by induction. So I'm wondering how big of a battery it really is.
I would imagine it's not that big of a battery, but there would be some sort of bulge, but I would imagine it'd be on the inside of the arm, not the outside, because it's better protected there.
I would assume it's like a taser, right, in terms of... Because a taser is mostly battery.
All right, to solve disputes, that's what it looks like.
Oh.
Oh, dear God! Hey, at least you could adjust the setting. Okay, I want to do 2 stun to this twit.
Apparently played Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I had one of those, the worthless piece of crap.
Most toys that seemed cool initially always were.
You know, it had a stupid thing that would go on the corner of your TV for the motion sensor, but it wasn't as accurate as the Wii or anything like today is.
Actually, wasn't there rumors that they were going to bring it back for the Wii?
Maybe.
There you go, there's a stun glove.
Yeah, except without the spikes.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, something I could keep hidden and slip on.
Now,
Right.
you can go VR.
There's no way that can
look
be
at the
safe.
place.
There's no way that can be safe.
That thing, no, but a Shadow One run, sure.
Okay, so anyways, we're going to the party
Yes.
so that Teddy can go to the party. As I said, we aren't going to need bluff. Teddy's just going to intimidate him.
You don't want to go? You don't like parties?
No, I'm for going to the party. I said let's
Okay.
To the party.
So the
so that we
building
can
you
have
approach
Teddy intimidate.
on your way there is bathed in light. There are twin searchlights out front, you know, doing the back and forth pattern. The fog of the area is retreated from the building itself. There are the grounds are large. There's places for people to park outside the gate. It looks like there are 2 entrances. One place is where people are driving up to go inside. Along the side is where most of the catering trucks and the staff trucks are parked. It looks like they have a separate entrance. The building itself is many stories high, over 10, but it's hard to count right now because most of the floors are not lit, so it's not very obvious. So what are you guys doing?
Well, walk to the point where we can see some of the catering trucks until we see one that matches us. And then when they look like they're about to start unloading, rush up behind it and help unloading and grab something that needs unloading and carry it with them.
As you get there, it looks like most of them are empty. There doesn't seem to be many people out here still.
We're running late.
I figure you guys are kind of looking around, trying to, blend in with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear it. What are you doing just standing there? Seems to be a dwarf with a... doesn't look like a cyber deck, but it looks like maybe a laptop or a rather large comm link in his hand. You, grab those boxes of booze and follow me.
I do.
Which you is he pointing to?
You.
Ah, crap.
As a group.
Oh.
Everybody.
Nice. Let's go.
He kind of leads you around the side of the building next to where the pool is. There are several people in the pool, although it's not very warm out here. And he leads you to a side door. And he's moving quick for a dwarf.
Follow as best we can.
He stops and turns around. No, not for you. Elevators for the guests. He kind of points to the side. You take the stairs. Up to 16, that's where they're at. And don't be sneaking any pulls from the stock. That's Pengrave's personal stock. When you're done with that, get back down here. I'm sure we can find something for you.
Start going up.
Okay. Is anybody else using the stairs?
There's a few people. Some are carrying like foldable tables or chairs, or it's not very crowded. And then he turns and walks back towards the pool.
Still can't use levitate. Oh well. Up we go.
As you enter, it's a stairwell. You can hear muted music from way up above the building somewhere.
Okay.
Are you going to carry the booze up there, or are you just leaving it?
I'm carrying it.
I will try to carry it as best I can, and hope to God I don't fall over.
Yeah, I'll carry.
All right. Everybody make me strength and body checks.
Wait.
I knew that was coming.
Wait.
Wait.
Sure, would it look bad if I carried all the boxes just myself?
There's not many people here, but carrying all the boxes might be kind of iffy for balance reasons.
No, I was thinking about levitating, but I mean, I could do the carrying. They could just walk up without it.
If somebody saw you, it might.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Strength and body checks. Okay. Strength plus body
I
or
won't use magic.
strength plus body or separate?
Strength plus body.
Yeah, I'm a pro.
I'm gonna fall over dead, aren't I?
Yes, you are. Teddy has all the dice.
Finally!
Nice. Thanks.
I rolled the lowest.
All right, Lightning is flagging first.
Hey, I'm not into physical labor, okay?
Give me yours.
It is an elf.
Fine. Hey! I consider breaking one of the bottles over Jones's head from handing it over.
No, you can give it to me.
Lightning gets about to the 8th floor before she's just done with them physically. Jones can make it up to 12, or no, Teddy can make it up to 12.
How many floors are we going up?
I think we need to stop and take a break.
Force.
I think we need to stop and take a break.
Yeah. Wait, are we following this guy?
No,
No.
he left.
Why
You
don't we
just told us
take?
to go up to 16th
Why didn't
floor.
we take the elevator?
Because it's only for guests.
Seriously? Okay. Yeah, we'll just stop and take a break. Whatever.
Okay.
Touch up the rest. You don't have to levitate them. Seriously.
I'm levitating mine and Lightning's.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Just Lightning, give me yours, and I'll just levitate mine under it and make it easier to carry.
Hold on. Time. What do y'all astrally perceive before you do that?
I'm not astrally perceiving before I do it.
Okay, you remember the medical clinic? That's how we got in trouble last time.
Yeah, somebody was able to notice a spell being cast on them. I'm casting a Force 3 spell on a box in a stairwell where nobody's watching.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to wait till the stairwell's clear and then he'll cast it kind of thing.
Okay.
All right, and the rest of you finally get up to the top.
We are all exhausted.
When you hit the 13th floor, you can start feeling the vibration of the music through the metal steps, and you can feel it in your bones, basically. When you get to the 16th floor, it is shaking you through the stairwell. And then outside, you are in a large entryway. To your right are some elevator doors. There's strobe lights and lasers bouncing off of mirrors on the floor, walls, and ceiling. There is a single doorway open into a large apartment. There are some people standing in the hall that kind of look you up and down, and then seeing you carrying stuff, immediately turn away from you. Make perception checks.
Okay. Only one.
We'll do a visual.
Audio. Visual. It's too hard to hear anything with the music at the moment.
You will never allow me to do any more audio, will you?
Okay.
Well, you can make one, but the threshold will be higher.
Fine, I will. Suck on that threshold.
Okay. Dr. Jones, you see somebody out of the corner of your eye kind of motioning you that way, and Lightning, you hear a psst, psst type of thing.
I look over there.
Yeah.
There's a lady kind of dressed in a nice suit, but obviously serving suit, motioning you guys down the hall.
Oh, well. Is she, like, in a similar outfit as ours, basically?
Say that again?
A similar outfit to us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll follow that way.
There seems to be might have originally been like a large storage closet of some sort, but it's been repurposed.
I see.
It's about time. Here, let me help you. She carefully takes a box down and sets it on one of the counters. Put the rest over there. She points to a corner.
Okay.
It looks like she's assembling trays with glasses. Okay, here you go. Don't come back till all the glasses are gone, or they're all empty.
Oh,
I will take a tray and go out.
Okay.
Sure. It's going to be fun.
I will then trip and spread. No, I won't.
I don't know about that. Roll gymnast. No.
I roll so well that I actually recover with not a single drop spell. Damn it, curse my good gymnastics.
There are knight errant patrols outside in the hall. They stand out by dress. They're not obviously in dress clothes, they're in uniforms, but they're spaced out, but they are present around here.
Okay.
And they're just, wandering around, keeping a basic eye on things. They don't seem to be harassing anybody. Getting off the elevator, there is one in place there that, gives everybody kind of like a cursory glance. But presumably everybody with invitations had them already checked down below, so they're not bothering people too much.
This is why we didn't use the elevator.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Start wandering through the party, looking for Griffin, or Johnston and Junior.
Okay. There are a lot of people.
I'm going to be looking for Cleo, and did we get a picture of Pengrave?
I didn't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm going to be making sure the others don't get themselves in trouble. So I'm keeping an eye on the others.
Wait. The person with the best perception is watching us?
You guys need watching.
I'm not denying that. I'm just... I think we got our priorities a little wrong here. The worst perceivers are looking for what we need to find, and the best one is watching us look for things.
So wait a minute. What are we looking to find?
Griffin, Pengrave, Cleo, Junior, Johnson.
Everything.
Why are we trying to find Johnson here? Just out of curiosity.
Well, we might be able to pass a message to him before the board meeting about the contents of Junior's computer.
As you're wandering around, people occasionally stop you for drinks, and they don't always take one right away. They're having conversations here and there.
Oh, good. Try to overhear a few.
As Teddy, you stop, one of the persons is... there's not really whispering because of the loudness of the music, but they're not shouting either. I heard she's coming back after him. I don't care who he is. I sure wouldn't want that elf after me, is one of the things you hear.
Oh, Stan.
Yeah.
Lightning, you hear somebody commenting briefly, he sure is an ugly cuss. If his father hadn't been president, he'd be living in the gutter by now.
Wow.
Dr. Jones, I'm telling you, I saw Elvis.
Really? That's what I get? I get Elvis? Thanks.
And Connect. I bet I can pull the tablecloth from under these plates. Now, you can try hitting up certain groups. Some groups seem to have more conversation going than others.
Hey, I'll keep an ear open, too. I'm just...
Okay, so now everybody make me perception checks.
Oh, okay.
Can I...
Sorry.
And this will be audio.
I hear everything.
And none of it makes sense all at once.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I have select sound filters. I could set some of them to trigger off things like some of the names that we're looking for.
You can?
I will do so.
Sort of like Pengrave's back down in the pool.
All right, so what are you selecting your sound filter to listen for?
Can I set one to listen for multiple names?
You can listen for names, yes.
So yeah, I'll just set one. I'll just set one to listen for all the names that we're looking for.
Who are they?
The ones Teddy just named. Someone tell me.
Pengrave, Cleo, Griffin, Martinelli, or something like that.
The Johnson and Junior.
Yeah, but
I don't think someone's going to say Johnson.
Exactly. Well, a lot of people might say Johnson, but not in that reference. Not in the reference one.
Johnson, I'm turning this one off.
Yeah, it's more along the lines of what his real name was, which was what?
It's called Johnson.
Erlen Maines?
And we did find out his, because we literally went to his company, remember?
Yeah.
He did not hide his identity from it.
All right. Teddy, somebody kind of pokes you. Excuse me, sir, you're standing on my foot.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Oh, can I use the sensing?
Offer him a drink from the tray.
He takes one and then, turns around. You
I'm
can
sure
attempt to ascend if you wish.
Sure.
Connect. Oh, this new one's going to be even better than this. I'm casting the lead right now. How would you like to audition? Some guy is talking to a rather attractive young lady.
Oh, I thought that was directed towards me. I was like, what?
Two. Person seemed to.
I will take a moment to observe to see who it is speaking to whom.
Just some random guy.
Oh, okay.
Not anybody you've seen before.
I will
Jones, you
offer
don't
them drinks.
recognize any auras.
Do I see anything significant about the auras? I probably do.
There are a few mages wandering around, and they stand out because they are astrally perceiving as well.
Oh, so they get to see me too.
If they look in your direction.
Are any of them part of the guards?
It's hard to tell.
Oh, right. Well, based on their earlier positions, I'm going to tell, right? Or no?
They weren't with the uniform guards you saw before.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But you're astrally, so you can't really see much in the way of what they're wearing.
I will make note of where they are standing at the moment and then turn off Astral and take a look.
Okay. They do seem to be wandering. They're not standing together. They don't seem to be standing nearby or having much in the way of conversation. Then you hear somebody comment, well, that's our host. Not much to look at, is he? Still, he sure knows how to party.
Oh, I will look in that direction. I will see if I can't find this host.
You look in the direction, and you see somebody standing behind one of the buffet tables, who must apparently be Pengrave.
I will let them all. I will let the group know. I'm assuming we have our things in, so. I believe Pengrave's over by the buffet table.
And then Lightning. It's not necessarily one of the names you're listening for, but it's a name you've heard of, and it does stand out. You hear somebody off to the side, you're breaking my heart, Flare. When are you going to catch up with the times? Who you were doesn't amount to squat.
Oh, shit, look around there.
Oh, frag, what is he doing here?
He's lying low.
Good lord. Flair, seriously? Whatever.
You see him in a corner talking to a young lady.
Recognize the young...
No.
I will tell the others, the EDF Flair, quote-unquote, sir.
We don't know why he's here yet, so let's try to keep our presence away from him, I think.
You guys wander for a bit.
I'll keep an eye on our host.
Okay. He is talking to various, looks like corporate types.
When I get a chance, I'll wander in that direction to his conversations to see if I can overhear anything interesting.
And then after your drink trays are empty, you guys go back to fill them up.
Yeah, I'll go.
Give me an idea of what the room is. How big is this room, and what other things? Like, are there exits, or what are we looking at?
There's 2 elevators, a hallway that leads to the side where the closet was, where they have the drinks set up. It looks like most of the cooking is downstairs.
And then just brought upstairs?
And then inside the main doors, there's a rather large living room, and then a door on the opposite wall that seems to lead to a bedroom. There is a bathroom, a kitchen, a small kitchen. It looks like most of the party is happening in the living room of the condo.
Do I see anybody else leaving besides through the exit, basically?
No, not really. I mean, well, people are coming and going through the elevators out in the hall.
Right. But the other rooms are not really, no one's really going in.
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go get another drink tray. I'll wait till Lightning comes back in. That way we're not all bunching out there at the same time, kind of thing.
Okay.
And that way we can keep an eye on Flair and the boss dude and things like that. So I'm ready. I want him to vanish under our scrutiny.
I'm going to go ahead and, since should all be on the same network and whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and AR tag Pengrave and Flair as pointed out to me so that I can just track them.
You can place arrows where they are. Unless you actually have an RFID chip on them, you have to manually move it.
Ah.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go slip a tag on him?
Not right now. I mean, I don't have any tags, so I can't.
What do you mean you don't have any tags? Don't you like carry those around?
It's like, why don't you have 50 tags on you all the time?
I know. What's wrong? Jeez.
I have the bug scanner. I don't have the bugs.
So it's a reference to a previous situation.
Yeah, we're making jokes. We don't.
Yeah.
I'll be perfectly honest. If I had palming or
our very first session, or it might have been the second session, man who was playing the Technomancer is going like, how do we not all have RFID tags? It's just like basic. Shut up, man.
Yeah, like none of us bought RFD tags. We had this long conversation about it. It was funny. But, although we might want to pick up a couple of them. But anyway, moving on. We don't have them. Life goes on.
I thought I had bought some. I don't remember.
I thought so too. Someone did. I didn't.
You might
I
have
know
bought
you were
them.
talking about buying some stealth tags, but I don't know if you ever.
Yeah, I was
actually
talking
did.
about buying stealth tags, but I'm pretty sure I bought a bunch of basic ones. But I wouldn't have brought them. I don't think I would have brought them with me.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have brought them with me either, just on the off chance we get searched. Excuse me,
Well,
man,
having
why do
some
you have
RFID
50
tags.
stealth tags?
No,
It's
yes,
standard,
tag-
right?
having some tags, stealth tags, no, but having some basic tags on you in a search is not a big. No one's going to say anything.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever.
Besides in the room, the party is also happening down on the ground floor too, around the pool. Which, you guys are up here. You notice that they're not really bothering people going into the elevator now.
I will dive from the balcony into the pool.
Of course you will. Let me just fall 15 floors. It's okay.
16.
Oh my
Six-
God.
I can make it.
I'm just saying, you're not seeing Cooperman or anybody that's being called Cooperman up here. He could be somewhere else.
Well, we saw
Like-
Pingrave. Was Cleo or Val nowhere near him?
Not at the moment, no.
Look for someone in a dress.
Lightning, what?
Anyone.
Yeah, Lightning, why don't you try downstairs?
There's a lot of people in a dress.
No, there's no one in a dress. What are you talking?
Please, he said... No, he did say people. He did not specify sex or race.
Jones and Lightning. Lightning, you just came back with a fresh tray, right? And Jones, you were waiting till Lightning got back?
Yes. Now I was going to go back to the trip.
You guys are signaling to each other when you hear somebody say, "That's Pengrave's new girl." You say her name's Cleo. Isn't that special? Last I heard, she was calling herself Val.
Oh.
Over there.
Yeah.
You look over to see where there's a lady with a glass of champagne kind of glancing off to one side. And looking over there, you see a lady with rather short hair, a nice dress, seems to be talking to 3 or 4 guys, laughing occasionally.
Well, we know we have her now. All right. Well, I'll go refill my drink since Lightning's keeping an eye on him. So, and I'll come back in. Someone should go downstairs, though. Who wants to go downstairs and see if anyone else is downstairs?
Okay.
Hey, if we're looking for them all, then we might as well look for them all.
I'll go downstairs. I'll do it. I don't mind.
Okay.
So, Ag, I'll go ahead and ask, is the girl who was supervising us still in there?
No.
We're just refilling drinks on our own, basically. So, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, the thing of it is I'm wondering if they have a secondary location downstairs. Because carrying a tray down 16 flights of stairs...
They probably do. Or you can probably just ditch the tray and go.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
You can probably sneak through and go into the elevator. No one's probably going to bother you.
No. I'm going to take a empty tray and start heading down the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
You're getting your exercise in.
It's 16 flights, so it takes you a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
I will wander over there to our new friend Cleo and see what they're talking about while serving them some drinks.
Teddy's just going to keep generally wandering around.
Dr. Jones, make me an etiquette check. Corporate, if you have the specialization.
What? Etiquette? How's this etiquette?
I'll probably tell you.
Sure. What? What do I have? Hold on. Oh, I know why.
So are we saying marking somebody with a security tag or stealth tag?
There's my etiquette test.
Palming or performance?
Depends on how you do it.
I was just asking because I was like, I looked at palming and it was like, that doesn't sound right. And then I looked at other skills and I was like, I can't find one.
I mean, performance to make it seem natural for you to go up and touch somebody, perhaps. Etiquette for shaking their hand, knowing how to do it that way. It all depends.
I'm introducing myself to them. I'm literally just going up there with drinks. Am I confused?
Yep. No. Their conversation doesn't make any sense to you.
Oh, that's what the role's for. Okay.
Yes. They seem to talking about people or quarters or, it's the
Okay.
topic of their conversation is going over your head.
It's corporate talk, basically.
Seems to be.
Got it. I understand.
But she laughs briefly and then sees, thank you, and reaches over and takes one.
You mean she... Oh, wait, no, this is Jones, not Teddy. I was going to say, what'd she do? Kneel down, grab a drink?
It's just, what? Don't be mean.
Dwarves aren't 2
He's
feet
not that
tall.
He's not that short. Jeez. Stop being mean. Ever since you found out he's a dwarf, you're being mean to him. Stop being mean.
And she does have to reach high to get a drink from Jones unless he, holds it down.
Right,
But she's
that
not
is
that tall.
true.
Which, nicely enough, he would lower the tray to do so.
Actually, I'm thinking more along the lines of his disadvantage of other people.
Hey.
And not necessarily his fault, but other people's line of sight is usually not... If he's holding at shoulder height, that's about mid-waist for a little higher. So they may not have him in his sight line, or their sight line all the time. So he's got to be
shoulder
very
height
agile.
would probably be chest high for most people.
Oh, okay. Hey, I just remember the first time I played a dwarf, me and a bar stool got into it.
Must have been an abnormally short dwarf.
Some barstools can be pretty tall.
Yes, and they can be mean too.
Yeah.
Make me
There's a lot of trouble.
perception check for Connect downstairs.
Oh, and since I don't have my goggles, because I wouldn't wear the goggles here, I have my monocle equipped, if that's all right.
You won't wear goggles, but you'll wear a monocle.
Okay, that definitely stands out for a drink server, but okay.
Well, I figured goggles would stand out more.
Yeah, but, monocles people wear for purpose, typically. Unless you're the penguin.
That's a purpose, to be the penguin.
I could start wobbling.
Yeah, but you have no umbrella at the moment. So
Right.
-3 to the roll. No.
Ah. Oh, I was just asking. I wasn't sure if wearing a monocle would be, because...
No, you could wear it.
So Teddy, what were we going to do after we find these guys? If we found them.
I don't know. Use an opportunity if one presents itself. I haven't seen an opportunity show up yet.
Because with the monocle, I actually get 2 additional dice on my roll, even though it doesn't matter. I found the ground floor. I'm good.
You found the ground floor.
Are you sure?
He sees people.
Yeah.
He's a people person.
There are a lot of people talking about, the party, the purpose of the party, how some people seem to think that Pengrave is celebrating early, but you don't really see anybody that stands out.
Okay. I'll just keep mingling about and keeping an eye open. Or eyes.
After about 15 minutes, you guys have probably been here now for an hour and a half. Val, or Cleo, joins Pengrave, and they talk to a few people and seem to laugh, make jokes. And he is doting on her.
I have a plan.
It's like as soon as she is next to him, his attention is mostly on her, or for her, or about her.
Oh, really? So, guys, I have a plan. About every 20 minutes or so, one of us should pass her and offer her a drink.
Are you trying to get her?
You're trying to get her hammered, aren't you?
Nice.
Yeah. What is that? Is there a problem here?
I have no issue. I'm just, okay, once we get her hammered, what then?
Well, after about 20 more minutes, a guy walks up to Pengrave, taps him on the shoulder, and kind of leans real close to him. And a moment later, he seems to... The grin goes off his face. He turns and says something to Cleo. And then he follows the guy into the far door.
Can I try and listen to what was said?
Try it.
Does 5 work for you?
You couldn't hear what the guy said to him. Because he was right next to him, whispering in his ear. But he turned and said to her, business calls. I have a phone call. I'll be back shortly.
I will tell the others Pengrave has gotten a business phone call apparently, and he's left her on her own.
Okay, how many ounces are in a vodka martini?
As many as you put in there.
Just enough.
We can make hers a little bit stronger.
Well, no, remember, I'm down by the swimming pool, so it's going to be like, how much you got?
That's the thing. No matter how much you put in there, it's always going to be just enough.
All right.
I don't know what I can do all the way down here.
If you don't see anything, then don't do anything.
Right. I mean, you're going to keep on looking around, and maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you won't.
Teddy's not spotting much, but if Teddy notices anybody having an interesting conversation, he'll actually get lightning, because lightning can overhear from further away.
Lightning, go this way. Lightning, go that way. What am I?
Hello.
You're the perceptive one.
Pretty much.
I am turning my ears off.
That could get complicated.
What?
All right. Well, I will continue to go over there, and maybe between me and Lightning, completely make sure she's always got a drink in her hand.
One thing you notice real quick is that she makes drinks last a long time.
She's a slow drinker.
Damn it.
She seems to hold one and play with one, and it seems like she's drinking more than what remains in the glass is actually proving that she is drinking. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we can call it here, or if you guys stick around, I need to go get my wife.
All right.
So if it's too late for you, we can call it, and everybody gets 2 karma. Otherwise, I'll be back in, 30 minutes or so.
If we're all back, if we're all still here when you get back, then we'll carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Sounds good.
Good plan.
After all, I'm sure we're going to find.
If we're all still here when he gets back, do we get more karma?
No.
No, we actually get less karma.
Ah, damn it.
You shouldn't have asked.
We'll get more karma when I, ice the entire dance floor and make them all slip and fall.
Yes, do it. Do it now.
Jesus Christ. No, you know what you should have iced? You should completely ice the stairwell.
No.
But no one uses the stairwell. Ice the elevator.
Yeah.
I don't think he...
No, ice the stairwell and then be like, we can't use the stairwell anymore, sir. There seems to be a problem. What kind of problem? Push?
I don't think he needs help finding things to ice, really.
Yeah. Ice the parking lot like you always do.
That has never been a problem to date.
He's right.
Hey,
I've always found places to ice.
every problem can be solved with ice. Creative about it.
Just Ice Connect, that solves our problem.
Yeah, it's the old
Hey.
hammer nails problem.
Exactly.
You're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So, to dock, everything looks like it needs ice.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that.
When you have a spell that creates ice, everything looks like it's too hot and not slippery enough. You know, if we ever lose power, at least you'll be good as a refrigerator.
Yes, exactly.
Just get a cool box, cast ice into it, put all our drinks in there.
So what kind of opportunity are we looking for? Because maybe I'm misunderstanding what we're doing.
Just whatever happens, we're just watching, and if something happens, then something happens.
We might
No,
open
I
a conversation, might see a possibility arise that we hadn't thought of before. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
So right now-
I remember I did
I'm thinking Cleo being on her own is a possibility, but what are we going to do with that?
Well, that's why I was suggesting Jones ice the stairwell and then slowly lead security guards into the stairwell and be like, hey, we seem to have a problem, and then push them down the stairs.
Yeah. Because
At the bottom of the stairwell, there's just a pile of guards who are nothing. It's just by the wall.
Hey, you get too many at the bottom of one of the, platforms or, ice the next set of stairs down, push those bodies down, and then be like, hey, come here. Why are all these guys asleep there? Push.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Oh.
It's terrible.
Far more likely that somebody would scream and people would come running and...
Hey, the music is loud. It probably is.
There is that.
Yeah, but there's always some girl at a party that can manage to scream louder than the music.
Yes, there is always the one girl who screams in such a way that it almost shatters glass.
And it will be lightning.
Nope. And guess who gets pushed down the stairs first?
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm on the ground floor? Ha ha!
I will put you in the elevator, take you up, and then push you down. And then do it again.
This is what happens when Jones ices the floor. Just so you can remember. Boom, 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 boom.
This isn't a problem. It's a super fun happy slide.
Yeah.
Actually, we have
We
the
just need to
greatest
vote on it.
place for Jones to go nuts with ice.
Look, Jones
Turn
ices
the pool
entire
into an
16th
instant
floor.
skating rink.
Joan ices the entire 16th floor stairwell, and we get toboggans. Okay?
Sounds great.
It's brilliant.
As I said, Jones, come down to
love this. It's like a ride. It's perfect.
come down to the ground floor. Turn the pool into an instant ice rink.
Yeah. I don't know if that
Actually,
works.
it's not a bad idea.
Would that work? I don't know how thick the ice is.
I don't think it would. Your ice isn't thick enough.
No, my ice isn't, because it doesn't actually freeze the water. It just creates a layer of ice on top of it.
Maybe. Actually, no way. The force determines the radius, doesn't it?
Oh, if I went deep enough,
Exactly.
I can freeze the pool. True.
Then we get little drone boats and be like, iceberg, straight ahead.
Okay.
I don't think that spell was designed with casting on water in mind.
You know what? I'm sure a lot of spells weren't designed with something in mind, and yet they still work.
It would be kind of cool, though.
It would be awesome. It would also be great if we're on a boat.
You could do what they did in the Frozen movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, as I said, physical barrier on the mid-step of an escalator or stairwell. People are usually running up or down them too fast to notice a physical barrier at waist height.
Oh, God.
Well, the initial person, right? But then eventually somebody's going to come along there.
Oh yeah. But it works really well when there's one guy chasing you and the rest are far behind.
You need a thread thin physical barrier.
There's no depth to a physical barrier as far as I knew. It looks like a sheet of paper. It can look like a sheet of paper, I should say.
Yeah, but it's still visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Oh yeah, that's why I said it's about halfway down.
No, but if you make it thin enough, it's like a tripwire.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, that was the best trick I ever pulled with a physical barrier. I put it right at the top of the escalator, right where the first stair starts moving, and one of my teammates was being chased. And so the security guard's looking at my teammate, not the stairs, goes running for the escalator, and ah!
Nice.
And actually,
it's just a pile of bodies slowly descending.
The funny thing is the guy actually got to the bottom of the stairs before my teammate and was starting to get up. My teammate did this beautiful jumping maneuver and landed right on the guy's head.
Okay.
And knocked him cold. It was the only time a guy's ever pulled off a gymnastics move ever. Because he didn't have gymnastics. It was just one of those things where he's like, I want to do this. GM's like, yeah, sure, let's see you pull that off.
Okay.
Holy crap, how many sixes is that? The GM's reaction was, enough. So, yeah, it was cool because it was this completely random event that came out to look like it was perfectly planned.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we practiced this maneuver for months.
Sometimes a plan comes together.
Yes. So, actually, I'm going to go to sleep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logos, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and/or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has given permission to Relative Dimension to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and/or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Relative Dimension in any official capacity whatsoever. Relative Dimension is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial 4.0 International License. You can share us, but please give us credit. The intro is Return to the Sixth World. The outro is Double Cross, both off the Shadowrun Return soundtrack, used with permission from Harebrained Schemes. And thank you to Sirenscape for the additional music and sound effects. You can find more information at sirenscape.com. If you would like to get in touch with the Relative Dimension, you can visit our website at relativedimension.com. You can contact us, email, at podcast@relativedimension.com. You can visit our Facebook at facebook.com/relativedimensionpodcast. You can check us out on Twitter at RelativeDpod. You can check out our Patreon if you wish to support us at patreon.com/relativedimension.